Hi, my name is Dr. Harvey Robbins. I've been a psychologist for over 40 years, and I've had clients both in the federal government and also in business and industry. And I've done mostly executive coaching and counseling, and I've also taught courses in leadership and teamwork, and I've written books in the same area. This is a scary time right now. We're about a week away from elections. I'm shooting this video on Halloween, so it's scary enough as it is. But I wanted to give you a little bit of insight from a psychological standpoint of the concerns about trust in this election between the two candidates. I know this is a critical election in many people's lives, and there's an issue of trust that comes up, and I wanted to share with you some human nature issues about trust. To me, the definition of trust deals with the ability to be consistent and reliable. If people see you as reliable, then they see you as trustworthy. If you're consistent, if you do what you say you're going to do, people will begin to trust you. If you can't do what you say you're going to do, at least if you explain it away, maybe there are circumstances that prevent you from doing what you say you're going to do. If you can explain it away and try your best, then people then maintain their trust in you. The problem with the current list of candidates between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump is if you look at the polls, their trust numbers are very, very low for both of them. Why is that? Well, you take a look at Hillary Clinton, and she says one set of pieces of information in one speech to one group and says exactly the opposite to another group. So when people find out that she speaks out of essentially both sides of her face, that they don't trust her because she's inconsistent. They don't consider the fact that she's trying to just drum up business because that's what politicians do. They say what needs to be heard by one group in order for them to support you, but they don't really know exactly what she's trying to do. She may give them some vague idea, but she will essentially try to support everyone's point of view so that people won't be angry with her. So that inconsistency sometimes, by the way, is seen as lying. As example with the testimony to the FBI where she says, oh, there's no confidential information on this. But they say, yes, there is confidential information. There's a lot of gray area in there. But I'm sure in her mind, she's not lying. It may just be a perceptual difference. And I'll talk in another video about truth and lies and why people lie and what happens to their brain when they do a lot of it. But Hillary is seen as being inconsistent and therefore not trustworthy. On the other hand, you look at Donald Trump, and he's a typical New Yorker. I was born and raised in New York. I understand these people. He's a businessman who's made a lot of money. So he's boisterous. He's overpowering sometimes. He exaggerates. And that's where the lack of trust comes from. People don't trust others who exaggerate frequently. So Donald talks about, well, I've done this a million times. Well, no one's done anything a million times because he's so boisterous. People don't trust him. So the trust factor is very low in both. There's another factor to consider in here, and it's an important one. It's a thing I call closure. It's human nature. If I don't know something, I automatically fill in what I don't know, the blanks. But I don't fill in the blanks with positive information. I always fill in what I don't know with negative information because it protects me. It's a self-protection mechanism. For example, your boss calls you into their office. What's the first thing you think about? Oh, I'm getting a promotion. This is great. No, the first thing you think about is, what did I do wrong? How do I protect myself? Same thing is happening in this election. When you don't know something, you automatically think the worst. For example, with these emails that have come up recently that Comey found on Anthony Weiner's laptop related to Hillary Clinton and her dealings with her assistant, Uma Abedin. Who knows what's in them? But the fact that they came up, you think the worst case scenario, it's got to be a lot of bad information on there. You don't know yet. There may or may not be. Either way, that negativity feeds into the factor of distrust. That's why Hillary's trust ratings are so low and why Donald Trump's ratings are low as well, not quite as low as hers, but they're low as well because he exaggerates and people don't trust people who exaggerate. So in order to make a decision for this presidential election coming up in about a week, it's up to you to decide who you either trust, who you want to see in the leader position, and who you don't trust or who you trust less than someone else. To me, I look at vision as a key point as well. Donald Trump has a vision for making America great, lowering taxes, getting jobs that way, encouraging entrepreneurship and innovation. Hillary Clinton, on the other hand, doesn't really have a vision. Her plan is to keep things going the way they are, not rock the boat, be consistent, try not to make mistakes. She's been criticized quite a lot, matter of fact, about not having particularly good judgment or good instincts. One of the things about Donald Trump, he's got great instincts because he's a successful businessman. His judgment may or may not be all that great, but neither is Hillary's. So that's one of these things that cross each other off. Anyway, I'm going to make a series of these videos, and hopefully you like them. If you like this one, like it on the bottom of the video, spread it around to your friends, share it with other people, and also you can ask me questions. Send me questions, concerns, issues that you want me to talk about, and I'll make more videos like this down the road. Thank you.